Using the graph below, find x when f of x equals -4. So the first thing we want to make sure is that you understand that this part here is basically saying the output, or y, is -4. So on your graph, we understand y of -4 is right here on the graph. So we're looking for any points that might hit that y value. So if you notice that it hits here, and it obviously hits here. So the first place that it hits on the x is 1. The second place is here at -2. So I can either say x is, we have 1 comma -4, and the second one is at -2 comma -4. Those are the two order pairs that have a y value of -4. Next one, same graph. It says find the value for f of -1. So again, this is a little bit different because this time it's giving you the value in the parentheses. So that's telling you the x value. So x is -1. So let's go ahead and find where our x value is -1. So our x value of -1 is here. So we're looking, where does that pass our line? It passes here. What is the y value there? Well, the y value is -2. You can see it's -2 right there. Next one, use the graph below to find x when f of x equals -5. So we need to make sure we know that this says y is equal to -5. So looking on our graph, here is y is -5. Where does it hit our line? Right here. What is the x value? The x value is -3. So my order pair would be -3 comma -5. Next one says, using the graph below, find the value for when f of 1. So this here is in the place of, well, if you recall, it's in the place of the x. So we're saying x value is 1. So if x is 1, we want to know what is the y value. So we're looking for x is 1, which is here. Here's 1 for the x value, right? We want to know, where does it hit our line? It hits right here on the graph. So what's the y value there? It's at 3. So that is the y value, 3. Okay, I also put a couple extra ones to help review from homework. So we have, use the function f of x equals -3x plus 1. Find f of -4. So that's telling us the x value is -4. So we're going to replace our x value in our function with a -4. So it'd be -3 parentheses -4 plus 1. -3 times -4 is positive 12 plus 1, which is equal to 13. So I can write it as an ordered pair of -4 for x, and the output is 13, or y. Next one says, find the value for f of x equals 11. You have to remember, this means our output. So our y, or our output, is -11. So we're going to replace f of x with the value of -11. So it will now read -11 equals -3x plus 1. So we're going to solve this as an equation. So we need to do the inverse operation. So now I have -3x on the right. Bring down the equal sign, and that gives me -12 on the left. Now to move the -3 to the opposite side, we need to divide because it's being multiplied. So the inverse is to divide. Now we have 1x, or simply just x, and on the left, -12 divided by -3 is positive 4. So the x value is 4. So my order pair would be 4 comma -11. So you need to understand the difference between getting an x value, or input, versus getting a y value, or the output.